Welcome to the vlog. Welcome to the vlog. The Great Fishes vlog. Oh, welcome to the vlog.
Hello, once again Internet, and welcome back to my weekly vlog where I talk about some things that are on my mind, what's happening in my life, and generally what's going on with everything. Well, let's start off with just rambling about health and well-being. I've recently found out that there are several certain foods that I cannot eat anymore, which I enjoyed eating when I was younger, and when I eat them I exhibit symptoms, different symptoms for different foods really. I found out that I can no longer eat pizza without getting dizzy and not being able to orientate myself for like 3 days. I've also found out that one of my favourite fruits, pineapple, I can't eat too much of it because if I do it brings back my IBS. I found out that if I eat too much chocolate I go into cold sweats, and it's come to the point where my body is literally forcing me to eat well. If I don't eat well, it tells me off. I mean, it literally tells me off. I mean, this week I ate too much pineapple, which is one of the things I found out is that it brings on my IBS. And I noticed this because I don't want to go into too much detail because it might gross you out. But what I've noticed is that if I eat too much pineapple, it causes a symptom I can only describe as it starts off really mild, but it starts off feeling as though somebody is constantly pressing onto the side of my stomach, like I'm being hugged basically from behind. You know when somebody hugs you from behind and they pull in like that? That's what it feels like. And then it slowly gets tighter and tighter to the point where I can't, let's just say I can't go to the toilet probably, and wind gets trapped, and it causes so much pain that I can still eat pineapple, but I gotta make sure that I don't eat too much of it, because when I eat it, it causes convulsions. That's all I can say. And it's one of my favourite fruits. I mean, I love pineapple and now I can't eat it. Let's just chalk that up to one more thing I can't do. Okay, recently I had a I'm trying to think of a word to describe it. A choice. I'll go on. A choice of game that I could have bought. It was between South Park, Stick of Truth, Thief, and one other game that escapes me now. And I wanted to buy one of them, and I found out that South Park, the Stick of Truth was almost 40 quid to buy. It was about $39.99, so that's about 40 quid. And 40 quid to buy a game, and I was like, I'm in an hour in, but I had some money left over from last week, and I added some money from this week as well, so I'm okay off, and decided to buy the Stick of Truth. And I was umming and ahhing and wondering if 40 quid was worth it for any game. I mean, I have never wanted to even remotely put that much money towards buying a game, but I did. I bit the bullet and I decided I was going to buy the game. The reason I wanted to talk about it was this. If you're thinking about buying South Park and you are a big South Park fan and you find the comedy of South Park to be something that you enjoy and partake of whenever you can, and you find the sick humour that comes out of it to be the most amusing thing, if you really enjoy South Park, like I do, because I'm a South Park fan, and because some of my friends are South Park fans as well, I totally 100% recommend this game, because not only do you feel as though you are actually playing, actually participating, and I'm telling you now, you really do feel like you are participating in a South Park episode. And this South Park episode is still ongoing, and I've been playing it now for about 3 days. obviously, and that's almost continuously. Obviously, I can't continuously play games because I have to go walking and stuff like that. Excuse me when my dad's making stupid noises now for some fucking strange reason. Excuse my language. I don't know if it comes out on the camera, but we'll find out later, won't we? Yeah, he's downstairs. I don't mind vlogging when he's in the house, to be honest. It's just me talking to a camera, and they're used to it, I think, to tell you the truth. What am I saying? Yes, we're going back to South Park. I'm digressing there a bit. Not that it matters. Anyway, it's ongoing. It's been about 3 days ongoing. It's still playing now. And it's like you are taking part in a South Park episode. And all of the jokes from South Park are put in there, with a few new ones as well, to keep it a little bit more fresh. There are certain choices in the game you can make. I found so far that making these choices kind of affects the game in a little way, depending on what some people are going to say to you. But as for overall the direction of the gameplay, I don't think it has anything to do with the direction of the gameplay. You're still going to go exactly the same direction. Also, be aware, this is South Park. It's going to be sick. There's some cartoon nudity in it. Let's just say that there's a lot of stuff in it which you're thinking, this is just so South Park. That's the only way I can describe it. I'm going to give South Park a 9 out of 10 for overall humour and how much I have actually enjoyed playing it. The battle sequences in it as well are really good. There are some times in there where you're thinking maybe the bosses are a little bit overpowered, but they're not really. It's all to do with how you play the game and select each bit. They are doable. You just got to know what each person is what we call it, not immune to, because a lot of bosses have got immunity to certain stuff and haven't got immunity to other stuff, and you have to work out what it is that hurts them, and then you use that, and then when you notice how to do it, you find it is a lot easier. Also, you have to realise that during gameplay you get a buddy when you're doing a battle, and you can swap this buddy for other people. It's basically the characters from South Park who have all their own unique talents and combat abilities. And knowing what to swap out for and when to swap out is a very good thing to learn when you're playing a game. So like I said, that's a 9 out of 10 for South Park, and if you really don't want to, if you want to wait, that's fine, it's fair enough, but you have to understand that if you like South Park, I would buy this game. Okay, so I recently watched a movie called Hangover 3. It's been out for a while, but I got it from the film, and I didn't like it that much. I must say that it wasn't too bad, but Hangover, it's almost as though it lost. You know when you watch. I watched Hangover 1, and it was hilarious. I loved it. It was like they didn't know what they were doing, and then they tried to do it again in 2, and it didn't really work. And then in 3, they didn't do it at all. They tried to take it onto a different vector, and it didn't work. And really, I think that Hangover should have stopped and finished at just Hangover 1, and we'll forget about 2 and 3. Although I did enjoy 3, it just wasn't that great. I'm trying to think of anything else I want to talk about on this vlog, other than the fact that the sun is coming out soon, which means I'm going to be able to take my camera out on walks and possibly film some other stuff around, and maybe show you a bit of Barry. Maybe I'll go around and film a few areas in Barry, and then talk about that in my vlog so that you know where I live, and basically the landmarks that I live in Wales. It's a very beautiful place, but it's also a very disgusting place as well. It's something I think I'm going to show it all, to tell you the truth. There's a lot of places that are like littered with garbage, and just because of the kids. The area I live in is just so full of kids, because the school is right at the top on the end, and it's a comprehensive school, and it's all boys, so you can guarantee they're going to be eating their stuff, and they're just dumping it on the floor. But there are other places which are just really beautiful in Barry, and maybe I'll walk around those places and film a bit of it and show you some of the walks you can do and all the beauty that there is of Barry, and maybe other places. I haven't worked that out yet because it's not summer yet, so I haven't actually come up with that idea. Okay, so you've probably had enough of me jabbering onto a camera or watching this video by now. So I'm going to call it a day, and maybe next week I'll have some other things I can talk about. But right now, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about, and the only thing that really was on my mind. So, you know, thanks for listening to me. Thanks for watching. Give me some thumbs up, love, subscribe for more, and I will see you guys next time, where it's going to be Assassin's Creed Black Flag. And yeah. Peace.